Hey, so I just wanted to make a video encouraging people to forgive themselves. I want to tell you a story. So, um, I dated this girl starting December 22nd, 2018 until September 10th, 2019. And what happened was, she was not allowed to date. Her parents didn't want her to date until she was like in college or after college, but she rebelled against them and decided to date me instead. Um, and because of that, her parents didn't really like me, and they wanted us to break up. So at first they were like trying to get her to break up with me. She was like, "No, I'm not doing it." Then they just started to relax for a while, for a few months. But then once summer started, like around like June 2019 or so, they started really, really wanting us to break up and trying to make us break up, and they told her bad things about me and insulted just stuff like that. And they wouldn't let us see each other. Now, see, I had a problem. I didn't have like any other friends. I did have friends, but I didn't actively talk with them that often. They were just kind of like passively in my life, but like not actively talking with them. So she was the only person who I actively would talk with every day. And so when her parents not wouldn't let us hang out anymore and wouldn't let us talk on the phone and stuff, it started to really affect my mental health because I unfortunately had grown over dependent on her for my emotional health. I wasn't really happy if I wasn't talking with her every day and stuff. And anytime I had a problem, I wanted to talk to her about it. But her parents, they will, for one, they made a problem by not letting us hang out and stuff. Two, they wouldn't let me talk with her about it. So it just ended up, my mental health started getting worse and worse throughout that summer. I no longer had school to talk with my friends anymore. I was on my own and I wasn't able to talk with the girl, and it really started to hurt my mental health. Now, then, her eventually, I got worried that she was gonna break up with me because of her parents and stuff, and because of my mental health was getting really, really bad, I started to think about suicide, which is awful. It's terrible. Um, and so one night I went to a concert with my family, and then I got a phone call from the girl. And you know what I told the girl? Okay. So another thing happened. Her parents sent her to Virginia and wouldn't let us talk to each other. So before we were able to talk to each other somewhat, we got like a few hours of the day or something. But now it was like we literally couldn't talk. And meanwhile, I was completely mentally breaking down. I was crying a lot. I was really, really upset. I was thinking about suicide. I was not okay. And I should have got therapy, but I didn't because I was too scared to ask my mom. It was so stupid. Anyway, so this phone call was the first phone call we had had in like a week or so, and I was just really, I was a wreck. I was an absolute emotional mess. And you know what I told her? Because I was scared that she would break up with me, I told her that if she broke up with me, that I would kill myself. That's awful. I hate that. That is the worst thing I have ever done in my entire life. It was toxic, it was selfish, it was manipulative, it was just terrible. Just so terrible. But luckily, I changed. After I kept she didn't listen. She did not give in to the threat, luckily. She wanted to, like she was like going to, and she didn't even want to break up with me in the first place. She was just trying to do what's best, I think. Anyway, uh, so she didn't listen. She didn't give in, and then I kept threatening her over and over for like a week or two. Then finally, she cut me off. She was like, "No." She's like, I'm not talking to you anymore." She didn't actually say it out. She just said she needed some space, and she said, "Oh, we can talk." It was like it was implied, I think, or I thought that we were going to be able to talk another time. We would like that I would just give her a few days of not talking, but it turned out that meant not talking like ever again. Um, and so the very day that she cut off contact with me, I realized how horrible that would be. I realized that I couldn't do that to her. that I couldn't kill myself because the amount of pain it would cause her. I really just needed to think. Um, if I was thinking about it, if I was like thinking her perspective from her perspective and stuff, I would have realized how horrible what I was doing. But I didn't. The only thing I was doing was threatening her. That was the I spent all of my energy and all of my time trying to win her back because I was so obsessed with her and so over dependent on her because I didn't have anyone else in my life at that time. So I was trying to get her back. Anyway, so then I changed. I started to realize how horrible I had been, all of the pain I had caused her and stuff, and I started to make new friends around November. And these friends really helped me grow and change and everything. Then in December, I found this, or in November, I found this TED Talk about kindness, and I watched it, and it was good, but it didn't entirely convince me to start being kind. But then I watched this little skit she made, and oh, this skit that the TED Talk speaker made, and oh, it was so amazing. It changed me so much. It made me almost cry. It permanently altered me as a person. I will link it down in the description, the videos I'm talking about. But so that started to change my trajectory, change the direction of my life to now wanting to be kind. And that helped, that wanting to be kind, that kindness helped me make new friends. And those new friends helped me change even more. And then in December, I found this online YouTube live stream of suicidal people in it. And so, because of the kindness thing, I wanted to help them. And I made some of my best friends there. So basically, just a lot of things happened in November, December 2019. A lot of things happened that changed me so much as a person. So I changed. In the past, I was narcissistic, I was toxic, I was selfish, and I was manipulative and abusive. And now I believe I'm a lot better than that. I'm kind. I'm patient. I think. Mostly, I just think I'm nice. And I'm caring. I think. And I'm not toxic. I'm not selfish. I'm not. I'm a bit self-centered, but I'm not narcissistic. I'm not abusive. It pretty much just comes down to kindness. So I wanted to share my story. I've shared the story here before, but I thought I would share it another time to encourage people. Just forgive yourself. Like I forgave myself for this because I could hold it against me for the rest of my life, saying, "Oh, I did this bad thing in the past, and that means I'm a bad person." No, I just made a mistake. I was a kid who had a good heart but made a bad mistake. And it happens. It happens. If I can make mistakes and still be a good person, then you can make mistakes. It happens. And I just want you to forgive yourself for any kind of mistake you've made, anytime you've been a bad person, anytime you've hurt someone. Just please forgive yourself. Please forgive yourself, because if you don't forgive yourself, it'll impact your ability to grow. So it's completely counterproductive to not forgive yourself. It doesn't help you whatsoever. It doesn't help anything. All it does is make you grow less and does make the mistake less okay. So just forgive yourself, please. You are human, and that's okay.